Hi friends, it is Saturday and the beginning of a new week. I have just had a shower, as you can probably tell, and I am now on my way to go down to the city. I have a couple of things I need to do. Hopefully I can do them all. So I'm gonna go for a little bit of a look around in the city, and yeah, then I am going to be doing some cleaning around the house, I guess, since I have it, and I hopefully also will get started on some books. I think yesterday in my end of the vlog I started talking about how I wanted to start on the TBR unwrappings from my TBR unwrapping revisited, but I have changed my plans a little bit. I'm obviously still trying to finish Crimson Eyes, which I have about 40% left of. I can probably read that today if I put my mind to it. But I would like to start on The Amber Chronicles by Roger Zelazny because I have 2 of these books on my TBR. And so I want to get started on Trumps of Doom, which is the first one in the new era in the Amber Chronicles. And otherwise, my plan is to get started on Wild Beauty by Anne-Marie McLemore, because this is a book that is expiring from the library, and so I'll need to try and get working on that. And then next weekend I have to go to the fantasy festival. I just booked my room at a cabin hotel in Esbjerg, just because it's the cheapest and it's really close to the library as well. Like, it's really in the city center. So I stayed there last time and it was fine. It's not the best thing ever, but it's pretty decent for, and since I only have to sleep there for a night, I'm probably hardly going to be there. I decided it's okay. And so the week after that I have the days off, except I have a couple of meetings I have to go to. So I will be focusing on Vision of Silver and Get Our Dog Done on that week, as well as get started on Silence Fallen by Patricia Briggs. So that way I will get started on that. So I have decided to focus on some other books this week. And that's fine. So I actually, did I show you this? But I have a tracker in my journal of the books that I'm reading. And as you can tell, I don't have a lot of things marked off yet. That's because I'm still working on August books. And so hopefully I can finish Suspicious Minds today, and I will get started on one of my other. I'll probably read The Grown-Ups first because I have it on my down on my library, and then I can return it and have room for Alana when that comes in. And then I am going to get started on, I think, one of my other library books to listen to. I'll be reading The Grown-Ups by Gillian Flynn when I finish Suspicious Minds, and then I will be starting on one of my library books. I think I'm going to start on Roses and Violets, also because the author is actually coming to the fantasy festival, so it'd be nice to have that finished when I get there, and possibly go to a reading if it fits with my program, the things that I've bought and stuff. But I've bought some extra tickets for some of the events that are like VIP things, but I'm gonna talk more about that when we get closer to that week. I have to get my socks. I'm walking around barefooted and on my way out. It's probably not a good idea. I've sort of been postponing me going out for a while because it was really rainy, but it looks like it's like getting better. I can see the blue sky in the distance, so I think it's safe to try and go down to the city and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now, and I'll check in with you later with a reading update. Hopefully I have been reading something. Bye. Hello friends, I have 2 packages waiting for me. I think I know one of them, and I know I want one of them, and I think I know the other one as well, but I'm not sure. Let's find out what it is. What is it? The first thing I got was, because I have been eyeing these editions of classics for the longest time ever. I think they're pretty and I like I feel like I like the art, but sometimes they choose the wrong colors and all that thing. But it is a used copy of The Tenet of Wilfell Hall by Anne Bronte in this English library edition. I decided to go with this one because I read Jane Eyre. I really liked it. I know it's from Charlotte Bronte, but I've heard excellent things about this specific book, so I think I want to try and dig into this one. I have wanted to get more into classics recently, but I don't know where to start. I don't know which are good places to start with classics, and I like to make projects out of things. So if you have anything, some lists, some suggestions, then definitely let me know and I will look into that. That was the one I knew was probably one of them. I definitely also was right about the other one, and that is a copy of Equal Rights by Terry Pratchett. The lovely... what's her name? I don't want to say it because I don't think she uses it very often. She doesn't write her name on it either. But it is Cover Books, who's one of my friends here on YouTube and BookTube and Instagram, and she has been sending me Terry Pratchett books a couple of times. I was complaining about the fact that the order with Equal Rights got lost in the mail, and she was like, I can send you a copy of it, like, if you want to. And I was like, but you don't have to. But no, but I want to. And I was like, okay, thank you. So that's why she sent it to me, and I feel like now I need to send her something soon because she sent 3 packages to me and I haven't sent her anything. So, but now I also have these, and I'm definitely going to pop these later because there's something so satisfying about popping bubble wrap. So those were the books that I have been expecting, and now I can film my book haul. So it'll probably come up over next week. I also have a wrap up I want to film this weekend. So, yeah. I have listened to something in Suspicious Minds. I don't know if I have about a half an hour left or something now. So I'm really getting close to the end and I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I'll let you know about my thoughts about it when I finish it. I really enjoy these editions of Terry Pratchett because, or Discworld, they are in a nice floppy type of one, and the font is nice. And yeah, it's just a normal trade paperback, whereas the other books I have are like a mass market. So, but they don't have a lot of these secondhand. I guess people are really happy with them. So I think I have 1 or something, or 2 maybe in this edition, but they are later books. So yeah, but this was my update for now. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, so a slight change of plans. I am on my way out. My sister just called me a bit ago, and in the just while I was filming my August wrap up, so I had to sort of speed that up a little bit. But I don't know if that was a good thing or not. But she called me and asked me if I wanted to hang out, and so I decided I would like to because I don't have other plans. So I'm on my way to hers. I'm going to finish Suspicious Minds, I think. I have 13 minutes left, so I will finish that on the way and see if I am going to be starting on something else. We'll see. But I am definitely about close to finishing that one, so I'm happy about that. I brought my, not my Kindle, but my e-reader, which is known as my iPad, so I can try and finish Crimson Eyes tonight when I go to bed. I haven't read anything from it, so I probably won't, but maybe I can read something tomorrow morning. I also have brought Full Metal Alchemist in case I'm more in the mood for that, because right now I'm in the mood for it. Volume 12. So those are my plans. I'm gonna leave now and talk to you later. Bye. Hello friends, it is now Sunday and I wanted to check in with a reading update. I've been reading a bit in Crimson Eyes this morning, and I think I am now 75 to 80% through it, so I might be able to finish it today. It all depends on a lot of things. I have finished The Grown-Ups by Gillian Flynn. I just listened to it as I was doing some things here at home, and it was a good story. I really enjoyed it. It was sort of creepy, and it was a short little story, which is part of the story is part of one of those anthologies that George R. R. Martin and Garland Dozois wrote together, and then she published it on its own, so it's only 60 pages long, but I really enjoyed it. I think I definitely understand why a lot of people enjoy it, and I'm going to try and attempt getting to some Gillian Flynn again in the future. I tried reading Gone Girl at one point, didn't get into it because I really hated the characters. I know now that you're supposed to hate the characters, that's just part of the package, and maybe if you know that going into it, it's easier to get through it. Otherwise, I have started on Roses and Violets, or Rosa og Violer, which is a Danish fantasy book. I've only just started on it. I am 33 minutes into the audio, and I'm on page 39. So not very far into it. They've hardly come to the school. So yeah. But so far it's decent, but it's difficult to say. There are some girls. It's supposedly going to be following 4 different girls, and one of them, I forgot who it was, maybe it was Malou, but she definitely had some judging some other characters without knowing them because of how they looked, and that's something I always really hate. So I hope that it's just something that the author mentioned, and then later she'll discuss that she was definitely wrong and that you can't do that, because otherwise I'm gonna be a little bit annoyed, because it tends to happen a lot in books, and people still have those thoughts, and I just feel like it's a negative way of looking at things. So yeah, but otherwise I have been enjoying what I've been reading. Right now I am planning on going to my parents' place because we are going there for dinner tonight, and it's like 2:30, so it's not like it's super late now, but I am gonna go now because I think I'm gonna go there for coffee and stuff. I don't know when my sister's gonna get there, but yeah, I just finished a batch of laundry, and that's why I decided, since I've just finished doing what I needed to do today, I am going to just go ahead and leave now. I'm gonna bring my iPad so I can possibly read the remaining part of my book, Crimson Eyes, and then I'm going to be starting on Wild Beauty for sure, because I only have 9 days left to read it, so I need to get started on it. So that's what I'm going to focus on definitely on the next week. So yeah, this was my update. Talk to you later. Bye. Good evening, friends. It is Monday on the 9th. I just want to let you know about my progress for the day. I haven't read that much. I have listened to what appears to be about 45 minutes of Forbidden Falls, so hardly nothing else than what it took for me to drive. So that was a little sad. I have started on Wild Beauty and read the first 4 chapters, and I'm in love with it. I really am enjoying it. I was thinking maybe I should continue reading it in bed, but I'm a little too tired so I don't think I could absorb it correctly, and so I'll try and get some reading in tomorrow for sure. I'm really enjoying it, so I think this is going to be such a great book. So far, I understand why so many people are enjoying it. It's very, I would say, it is atmospheric writing, but it's not flowery, in my opinion. If I think about sort of purpley, flowery type of writing, I think about Laini Taylor, which I don't like. This is nothing like that. I think this is more straightforward writing, but it's atmospheric and whimsical, and the kind of writing that I really enjoy, so that you get that sort of fairy tale like feel to it. So I'm in that way I'm really enjoying it. It's difficult to say what it's about so far, but we are seeing 2 different perspectives. One is from one of the girls' point of view, and one is from a boy's point of view who has been lost or something and just doesn't really know who he is. And he has been introduced to a family of women who are part of this magical tale. Yeah, as I said, I don't think I can explain it completely right now because I'm not very far into it, but it seems very interesting so far. I have listened to a little bit of Roses and Violet. I made another 30 pages. So like maybe I listened to 15 minutes or something. The narrator speaks pretty slow, considering I'm listening to 2.0 speed. I'm happy I'm not listening to slower. I don't mind that. I mean, she's not a bad narrator. It's just that she's speaking a bit slow. But I am enjoying it so far, and I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen. It follows 4 different girls' perspectives, and they are each going to be starting on this boarding school called Rosenholm, which is somewhere on Sjælland or Zealand, depending on where you come from. And they've gotten there, and they had to take a couple of tests to see if they fit in and what happened, and they all ended up being accepted to the school because they all have sort of magical abilities. It's sort of different what magical abilities they each have, but they all have it. And so far we know that one of them is able to sense emotions, and one of them has a sense that there's some sort of spirit amongst them, and it might try to tell them something. So that is very interesting. I want to know more. So far I'm enjoying it. Those are the things that I have been reading today. So that is 3 books I've made a little bit of progress in. I have brought both Full Metal Alchemist Volume 12 with me and Barnaby Grimes' The Curse of the Werewolf with me. I don't really know which one to continue. I know I wrote this down as what I want to make progress on, but I have really been feeling like reading the Full Metal Alchemist, and it won't take me usually don't take me very long, but yesterday I managed, I don't know what page this is. The thing is, sometimes there's like a page count on every like 5 pages. 20, so I might be 25 pages in. So not very much. But I am going to try and read for, actually I should be sleeping, but at least until I fall asleep. Maybe for 10 to 15 minutes I will try and read something, because I tend to be sleeping better when I've been reading a little bit before bed. I don't know, that's something that is true for everyone. It's better than if I just browse through the social media. I'd rather do that in the morning when I wake up. So yeah, I think gotta get into that habit of reading before bed and then checking social media in the morning instead. Anyway, this is my update. Bye. Hello friends. Hello friends. It is now Tuesday. It's now Tuesday, and I wanted to do an update. Today's reading, I have listened to a bit of Forbidden Falls. I have 40 minutes left of the audio, so I'll definitely finish it tomorrow. So yeah, and it got better. I think I still don't think I think I am a little oversaturated with the series right now. But there are definitely still elements that I like about them. Otherwise, I have listened to Roses and Violets today. More of that. I'm on page 124. And this is definitely very interesting. There are some things that are a little bit tropey from fantasies I've read before, but then there are some other places where this is completely new and unexplored, and I really like it, and I love the setting, I love the vibe that this gives so far. So I'm definitely very intrigued. I think I said yesterday that it follows 4 different girls. If not, I'm saying it now. And they each have a magical ability that are different from each other. And on this school, you can learn about the 4 different magics. There are some earth magic, death magic, and blood or soul magic, and blood magic. What was the last thing? There's something, the last thing was something else. I forgot. And it's something to do with the branches of a tree and stuff. And it was very interesting. And I'm looking forward to seeing what will happen. However, as I said, there are also a couple of things that are a little bit overdone in fantasies. But I hope that I am wrong and it's just me assuming things in the beginning, but I'm definitely very intrigued to see what's gonna happen later. So that's one I'm enjoying quite a bit. Then I am also reading Wild Beauty, and I really am enjoying this one. I'm now 7 chapters into it. I read the first 7 chapters, so another 3 chapters today, and I'm on page 60 of the ebook out of 400 and something, 50 I think. So it's a little slow but steady progress, I guess. Yeah, enjoying what I'm reading mostly. So yeah, the last thing that I would like to do is I would like to make progress in Full Metal Alchemist. I didn't make very much progress yesterday, but I'm going to bed a little earlier today than yesterday, so hopefully I can read for 20 minutes to a half an hour and make good progress. Yesterday I think I only read for 10 minutes before I maxed out. Also, some other exciting news. I would like to apologize if you follow me on Twitter and get a little bit annoyed with the spamming of McFly stuff. If you don't know, McFly is like my favorite band since I was a teenager. Back when I was like, late teens, I guess. I was 18 when they first published their first album. Released their first album, I think that's what you say in music terms, and I have been a fan of them ever since. And for as they said themselves, for 9 to 10 years straight, the first 7 years of their musical career, they published albums after album after album. I think they've published the 5 albums they have in those 7 years, and then in 2010 until now, they haven't published any new things except a couple of singles and some like greatest hits albums, sort of collectibles. And then they've done a couple of concert tours, which the last one they did together was in 2016. I went, and it was amazing. I still have the shirt. But today, for the first time since 2016, they were together again as a band, and they were giving us news. They have a show coming in November, which I don't know if I'm able to go to. It's only one show in the O2 Arena in London. They have a pub announced so far, which is a little bit sad, but maybe there's going to be more. Who knows? If it sell out quickly, maybe they will put on another show. But I don't know if it's gonna be like when they did that 10-year anniversary thing in Royal Albert Hall. They had these 3 shows and that was it. 3 days. And one of them was done live so everyone could watch it along with everyone else, which I hope they would do again, because that was a nice way of being a part of it without being a part of it. So I was watching it with my sisters. But yeah, alongside that, they said that up until the show, they're going to be releasing a new song every week, every Sunday up until that day. So I'm super excited about that. And the first one that's going to come out is Red, which is one that they have actually been playing at one of the shows back when they were touring, but they never got around to releasing it because it was supposed to be part of album 6, which was never released, and I am so excited about it. It is so weird finally having something from them again. So yeah, exciting things on that part. Also because Tom Fletcher, who's also an author, is publishing The Christmas Horse and The Winter Witch on the 3rd of October. So there's a lot of stuff going on in that area. And Dougie, one of the other members of the band, just published a non-fiction book called Plastic Socks, which is definitely correct, because he's very much working to stop the misuse of single-use plastics. So yeah, he is very much a frontier of that, I guess, is what you call it. So yeah, exciting news. I'm super happy that there's finally something new. So many people are ungrateful and bitter of the fans. I don't understand why. I understand that I've been sad about the fact that we haven't gotten anything new, but also understand it because they have so much stuff going on in their personal life. They've all recently gotten married. Like, I mean, Tom got married in 11 or 12. I think it's quite a long time ago now. And Harry and Izzy got married, and Danny and Georgia. And Dougie is the only one that's not married yet. So they all had their own sort of family lives starting, and they except apart from Dougie, they've all had kids. Danny has 1, Harry has 2, and Tom has 3. So they have a lot of things going on for them. So I understand the fact that they needed to take a break to sort of be with their family, be at home, be there. And they also did something else. Like Tom did publish the different books, and Danny has been like a judge on the different Voice Kids in the UK. So he's like had his own thing going, and so yeah, and he's also done a solo tour recently. So I haven't been angry with it, but a lot of other people have been super bitter. And the minute they started talking about the fact that they were going to do this show, they all got so mad. Why did you call us here for just this thing? It's just another one of those shows, instead of just waiting around and waiting for the announcements to come, because obviously there's more to it. And that's something I sometimes feel like I don't understand when people get so angry with stuff like this. They should just be really happy that finally something there. It's the same thing that people do with authors as well, like George R. R. Martin and Jim Butcher and Patrick Rothfuss has gotten so much negativity because they haven't released their next books, and people saying, I'm not gonna read their books any longer because they've been taking so long to publish it. And I was like, well, if they're not happy with whatever they've written and they need to rewrite something, or if they need to work on it to make it better, why would they want to publish it if they're not satisfied with it themselves? I don't want to read something that they're not 100% happy with. So I understand why they have to take a break from things, and hopefully one day I'll see the end of the Kingkiller Chronicles, because I would really love to see the end of it, and also Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire. But I'm not mad about the fact that they take the time to publish it. I don't get frustrated with that in the same way that others do. Like, they have lives too, and they want to write what they want to write, and you have to let them decide when is the time to publish something. I know that we are here as readers and as listeners, I guess, if it's music, but still it's something I don't understand. With, if you're a fan, then you're a fan. Don't judge them because they need to take a break from things. It doesn't make sense. So yeah, that's something that I found really, really weird. So yeah, exciting days. And now I'm going to go to bed and hopefully have read something of Full Metal Alchemist tomorrow as well. We'll see. Yeah. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, friends. It is Wednesday. I wanted to check in with an update. I finished Forbidden Falls today. I've given it 3 stars. I think because as I've said before, there are things I liked, there's things I didn't like, but overall, it was okay. I've also started on Murder in Little Italy by Victoria Thompson, and this one so far is about a woman who at first, who's at first is believed to have died from childbirth, but upon further investigation, it seems that there's something more scary about it, and the fact that there were some signs that she was in fact murdered. So that is that. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. She's a young woman of only 17 or something like that. Recently married and all of that. But the baby was born only 7 months after she had met her husband. So, whoopsie. I'm enjoying it so far. It's fun. Oh, well, fun. I'm enjoying it so far. Let's just keep it at that. Another book that I'm very much enjoying as well is Roses and Violet, or Rosa og Viola, which is the Danish title. This is getting a little bit darker. I mentioned yesterday it was about these 4 women, and it seems there's something off at the school. Things are definitely a little bit more darker. And because of one of them has like spirit magic, one of the ghosts reaches out to her to let her know that she was murdered and she needs the case to be solved. And something happens, and who knows what it is. And so these 4 girls are now trying to investigate what happened. So, but I'm enjoying it. As I can see, I am a little over halfway. I'm on page 198 out of, I feel like it's like 350. I'm making pretty decent progress. I think I read 74 pages today, so that's fine. So those are the 3 things that I've read something from. I haven't read anything from Wild Beauty today yet, but I am planning on reading that in bed today, I think. Anyway, this was my update for now. I will talk to you tomorrow with another update, hopefully. Maybe I will have finished something else. Who knows? I don't know, at least. Yeah. Quick update today. See you tomorrow. Hello friends, it is Friday. I forgot to update you yesterday. I wanted to check in because it's the last day of the week. Oh, the weekly vlog. I finished Murder in Little Italy today, and another one I gave 4 stars. I think it's just, I know it might seem that I don't think too much about my ratings about this one, but I just really enjoy them. It's just really comfortable reading them. Even though they seem to have the same thing going for them a lot. It's still pretty entertaining, and I don't seem to guess the murderer like from the beginning, so it's always nice to read them or listen to them. I have also made progress in Roses and Violets. I'm not sure exactly how far I am, but I started part 3, I know that. So how far along is that? So I'm somewhere around 230-ish pages. I'll have to find the exact spot, but around here. I have about a third of the book left, and I'm enjoying it still. I will finish it tomorrow at on my drive to the Fantasy Festival. So yeah, it's pretty great so far, the book, and I have also made progress in Wild Beauty, and I am, I think, a third of the way through it now. I think I'm on chapter 14, 15 or something, but I'm a little uncertain about that, so yeah, don't count on me to know that. Right now I'm going to be doing some packing so I can get it off to the Fantasy Festival tomorrow, and I feel like I'll probably leave at like 8:30, because I think it's an hour and a half drive, and it would be nice to have a little bit of extra time to find a parking spot and find the library. So at least this time around I know sort of where it was. I remember vaguely where I had to go, so hopefully I can find the same area again that was both close to the library and the hotel that I'm staying at. So anyway, this was my final update of the week. I feel like it's been a pretty decent reading week. Not the best, but still I am making progress in my books and I'm enjoying what I'm reading, so that is good. I also still have to upload my monthly wrap-up, and I have actually filmed it. I just wasn't super happy with it because I felt like it was a bit rushed. So I don't know if I have to refilm it, and that's actually why I haven't been editing it. So I have to think about that over the weekend and see if I do that. Maybe I'll end up just skipping the wrap-up completely. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, this is my final update for this week at least, and bye.